And Marianne, you didn't tell me that Paige was on here peddling kittens again, so
Is she doing that again?
probably. You
None
know how
this
she
morning,
is.
Judge. I got here without any kittens.
Good morning, Miss McKinney.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
Doing okay. How are you?
Wonderful. Was that enough time in the breakout room with you, or do you need more time?
I think we actually need more time. I see that Mr. Hills now, I think, finished with a conversation he was having while we were in the breakout room with respect to this matter, and if we could be put back in.
Marianne, I'll put you back in.
Thank you very much.
A standing floor mount for a television. I've never seen such a thing, Marianne.
What is it?
It's called against the wall standing floor mount for a TV. So you don't have to put that bracket on the wall to hold the television.
Oh, yeah.
I have never seen anything like that. I need to have a television mounted and I don't necessarily want to put holes in the wall, so I didn't want a TV stand either because I didn't want another piece of furniture in the room.
Is it for your bedroom or your living room?
In my office.
Oh, your office. What about, I have seen them mounted like from, like in the corner of rooms, up in the ceiling area, coming down.
I've seen that, but the problem is if you ever want to move the furniture around, now you have to patch and repaint where you had the mount. And this thing looks like it says it'll hold up to an 80-inch television. That's nowhere near what I have, but it looks like maybe about 6 inches wide and it comes down to the floor and the part on the floor is like a T. So it's the T on the floor and then the 6-inch thing that runs up against the wall. I guess I'd have to see it in person. Just makes me think back to when I was younger, the floor model television that looked like a big piece of furniture that was its own,
Oh, yeah. And some of them were beautiful. But they took up like the whole wall.
Yeah, but that was also back when you only had, 8 or 9 stations if you were lucky.
Yeah.
Versus now, 600 stations and still nothing to watch. Did you come out or were you kicked out?
We actually came out this time, Your Honor. Thank you. If possible. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. If possible, may I be placed in a breakout room with my client, Lauren McKinney?
That was going to be my question. Marianne, if you would put Mr. Higbee and Ms. McKinney in a breakout room. Mr. Hill, do you need to speak to your client?
No, I've been on the phone with them all morning, Judge, so I'm good.
Okay.
Mr. Higbee, it's room 2.
Okay. Oh, got it.
Marianne, these warm days are quickly coming to an end.
I saw that too.
And I'm wondering if we could get a Kona ice truck over here.
Oh, I like that.
I say it out loud with my fingers crossed. They had a shaved ice truck at the Pumpkin Festival on Saturday. And it just made me think how nice it would be for mid-afternoon break to have everybody be able to go out and get a little slush or something.
I like the way you're thinking.
I'm always thinking like that.
I'm on board too.
Yeah.
Maybe we should submit the request. You know what? While we're waiting for Mr. Hill and Mr. Higbee, let me see if I can figure that out. It might be surprisingly easy. When's it get cold? On Thursday?
I was just looking at the weather. It looks like, let's see. Wednesday, it's gonna be 56.
Please don't tell me that, Marianne.
I know, it makes me shudder. I love these 90-degree days. Yeah, Wednesday, 56,
30.
57.
I'm sorry. Wednesday is
Yep.
56.
Yeah, but it looks like Friday on, it's gonna get a little bit warmer again.
Yeah,
40 minutes. Just 40 minutes enough time for everybody to get out and get a Kona cup and come back
oh,
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
25 color changing cups or 30 king cups with lays or 40 classic Konas. Huh. This is interesting. I've seen them all summer at when Romulus does it's either Music in the Park or the Family Fun Friday or whatever they call it. The Kona truck is always there. How funny. I'm sorry to bore you with our chit chat, Mr. Hill.
Did you guys go to the Parade of Lights?
We didn't because I was going back at night to help clean up, and if I'd gone at 8 o'clock, I was not gonna be able to make it back. But I heard it was nice. I talked to the officers who worked the parade. They said it was about a half an hour long. There were a lot of floats, a lot of people out along the parade route.
I was gonna take Theo up there, but Christine said that there was a lot of mosquitoes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he like swells up so bad from them. So I was like, okay, we're not gonna do that.
It is usually a really, really nice parade, and I've gone more years than not. This year, I just could not. I had to take a nap to be able to go back downtown at 11. So
If it makes you feel any better, I like my naps too.
well, the Rotary has posted some pictures and they've already announced the winners in their best of categories, so you can get a look at what was there. And people put a lot of effort into it.
I've never
I'm always
been, and I really
impressed.
wanted to go. I thought it would be cool, but maybe next year.
Just mark your calendar.
Yeah.
Your Honor, in the breakout room roulette, may I be placed in another room with Mr. Hill very briefly?
Don't be brief. Marianne will put you in as long as you want to stay in.
No, I will.
We can finish our
endeavor.
parade conversation.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Uh-huh. Don't they understand we are not in a rush? Was that sufficient time, Mr. Higby and Mr. Hill?
Yes, it was, Your Honor. Thank you.
Do either of you need to speak to your clients again?
Recording in progress.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. This is 210182LT, Lauren McKinney versus Tawan Tate. Your appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Higby, P 82739, appearing on behalf of Lauren McKinney, who is also present via Zoom.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ryan Hill, P68445, on behalf of Mr. Torrin Tate, who's also on via Zoom.
Thank you. This matter is scheduled for a Zoom bench trial this morning. This is a landlord-tenant termination of tenancy complaint that was filed back on January 19, 2021. Mr. Higby, are we ready to proceed this morning?
Thank you, Your Honor. We've, Defendant's Counsel and I have had an opportunity to speak multiple occasions. We believe that we've come to a resolution of this matter, and we anticipate submitting a consent judgment with respect to this matter to the court. I need to prepare it, get it to Mr. Hill for his approval, but we anticipate doing that today, Your Honor.
And the terms of that settlement?
That Mr. Tate shall pay rent in full through October, be entitled to live in the property until October 31st, at which time he must vacate no later than that date. Ms. McKinney will take possession on November 1st. That this resolution does not affect the pending circuit court matter. And
I'm sorry, it does what to the circuit court
It
matter?
does not affect the pending circuit court matter. It just doesn't impact it one way or another. I believe that's the terms that Mr. Hill and I discussed. He can certainly correct me if I've left anything out.
No, that's correct, Judge. Yeah, we're not waiving any claims under the circuit court action. We're still proceeding forward with fighting title on the property currently. But possession.
And it's your, I'm sorry, go ahead, Mr. Hill.
As it relates to possession, I agree with everything Mr. Higby said.
And Mr. Higby, is your suggestion that you can get this order stipulated to, signed, and back to the court today, or how much time do you need?
I'm going to prepare it as soon as we're off the Zoom, Your Honor. If you want to give us, 7 days, just as a matter of course, I suppose, or 3 days, I'm not looking for a lot of time, I guess is what I'm saying, but.
You might not be looking for a lot of time, but I know that an attorney 7 day is not a real 7 day. So let's say October 4th, we'll set it for, Mr. Hill, you're laughing, but I've been exactly in that spot where 7 days sounds like a lot of time, but it's not. I'll set it for internal review on October 4th. If we have not received your stipulated order by October 4th, Paige will send the file upstairs to me, and I will set you for a hearing to settle the order or something to prod you to move along, okay?
Mr. Hill's always been very prompt in getting back to me about orders, so I don't anticipate any issues.
Okay. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Higby?
Your Honor, I just would indicate on the record that my client, and I think this goes without saying, but my client needs all keys associated with this property on or before October 31st. I believe the locks have been changed. So she needs all keys. I'd like to include that in the order, if that's acceptable to Mr. Hill.
Sure.
I just want to indicate that for the record. That's just something additional that will be in the order, Your Honor.
Anything else from your perspective, Mr. Hill?
Yes, Judge. I just wanted to volunteer my client if I could. Mr. Tate, can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Yes, I can.
Okay, and then we discussed this morning about possession, the difference between possession and ownership. We discussed that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes, we did.
And we're agreeing that on its face as it relates to possession, we're agreeing to the end of October date for you to move out, correct?
That's what they stipulated. That's not what
Mr.
you
Tate,
know.
you and I discussed this about.
I understand that.
Okay.
I understand that.
Okay, so you understand that as it relates to possession, this order is gonna state that you have to be out by the end of October, correct? You understand that?
Is there any way it can be an extension on that?
Mr. Tate, if there was an extension that you needed, that's something that you and I needed to discuss, right? And that's the reason why we spoke this morning. That's the reason why
Well-
last. Listen.
Well, I got you. But the last conversation we had in the conference room, it was either or, with the purchase, which we got approved for, or the vacate. So was it
Mr.
a
Hill,
no
do
on the
you need,
purchase?
I'm sorry, Mr. Tate, Mr. Hill,
Yes,
do you need
ma'am.
to go back into a breakout room?
I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah, please, Judge, I'm sorry.
No, don't, Mr. Hill, don't apologize. Mary Ann, if you would put Mr. Tate, Mr. Hill back into a breakout room, please.
This is terrible.
Mhm.
Judge,
Ma'am,
do you have your calendar out there with you?
my calendar? I do not.
Okay, thanks.
You're looking for a date for what?
Nope, I just wanted to inform you of something. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay. Mr. Hill,
I'm ready, Judge. If I could finish what my client, that'd be great.
I'm sorry.
If I could just finish what during my client, I think we're on the same page now.
Absolutely.
Mr. Tate, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, so you understand we're agreeing for you to vacate the property on or before October 31st as it relates to possession, right? We're agreeing to that. You understand that, right?
yes, yes.
And I think the confusion is that there was an offer back in February. I'm not going to get into the offer because it was sent in terms of negotiations. It's your position today that you want to accept that offer, but you understand that it doesn't affect the possession element, correct?
Right.
Okay, so if something is done between now and the 31st, meaning with Ms. McKinley or with Mr. Higbee as it relates to the purchase, that is separate from the possession that we're agreeing to. You understand that?
I do.
And you do understand with the circuit court action still pending, that could technically stop the October 31st eviction if for some reason there's a decision that's favorable to us in the circuit court action. But it may not be favorable. You do understand that too.
I do. I understand.
Okay. So you agree to vacate the property by October 31st? Okay. Thank you, Judge. I wanted to make sure my client understood everything. That's all.
I understand, and that's why I suggested you go back into the breakout room. I've made some notes in the file. Paige is aware that the file is going to come to me for internal review on October 4th. I hope to have the signed order, stipulated order from the two of you before that date. As soon as I see it, I'll sign it and get it back downstairs so it can be sent out in the mail to you. I believe that resolves the complaint that's been pending with this court since January. Anything else, Mr. Higbee?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Anything else, Mr. Hill?
No, Judge. Thank you.
Mr. Tate and Ms. McKinney, thank you so much for your patience and your involvement this morning. I hope that you're satisfied with the results and hope not to see you again. How's that?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take care, Judge.